All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Tuesday, right? Is it Tuesday? Yeah, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. All right, so the crypto boom, the last chance to get in before 2025, the last chance to get in before 2025. It's New Year's Eve. Tomorrow is the new year. So you need to make sure you take advantage of this crypto boom. We've been talking about it for the whole year 2024. Everybody has been talking about crypto. Well, the people that know what's going to happen, people that have been following the crypto market, that's been in the last 2 to 3 cycles, know that after a halving year, we go parabolic, right? So if you don't position yourself the way you need to, you're going to miss out on a lot of wealth creation. Again, we've been talking about this all year. I mean, if you go back to the live streams, there's been so many live streams that have been talking about crypto. We've been highlighting the most popular narratives, so it shouldn't be a shock on what is actually going to do good in 2025. Again, we've been talking about the AI narrative. Real world assets have been something that's been popping up, but AI has been the narrative for 2024, and I believe it's going to be a strong narrative going into 2025. We saw what happened with NVIDIA, and that kind of translated into the crypto market. Every time we saw NVIDIA go up, we saw AI cryptos go up in price. So it's not a shocker that is going to be probably the strongest narrative going into 2025. Now, we've taken a step back as far as price action. BTC was above 100K, but now we are sitting at 95, 4, and I'll pull up the charts in a minute. But yeah, this is very exciting. I think, especially for people that have stuck it out through the bear market. The bear markets are not easy. They're very rough. I mean, if you really think about it, the bear markets really, it started in basically the end of 2021. All right. So, if you've been holding your bags, congrats to you. But it's very tough holding through a bear market. Even if you weren't holding bags and you bought into new positions, it's very difficult to hold through those swings. Now, obviously, there was some price appreciation depending on what coins you get in. But typically, like I said, we don't see it until the year after the halving, which we're going into. So, if you held out throughout this point, congrats to you. I think you deserve all the money you're going to make in 2025. But just remember, not to be too greedy. Make sure to take profit when you can, and make sure to cash out. Right. The whole point of this is to make some money and to build onto that wealth. Right. You don't want to round trip these gains into the next bear market. And then you have to wait until the next bull market, which is not going to be until 2028, 2029, right? So some very good stuff ahead going into 2025. Let me share my screen. All right, so if you look at Bitcoin, we're sitting at 95.3. And yeah, I mean, for me, it's prime for 2025. I think this is probably one of the best scenarios. I really didn't want the market to go parabolic going, into the end of the year. A lot of people were predicting that we were going to see 120, 140 BTC. And if that was the case, if that did happen, we would have saw altcoins go very parabolic, right? I couldn't see a crypto market where BTC is at 120 and the altcoins just stayed the same. The reason being is because, we get to keep, we don't have to trade anything and trigger any type of tax event going into, for 2024, right? So at least for my portfolio, I can't speak for everybody because I'm pretty sure a lot of you, especially looking at crypto Twitter, a lot of people have been trading and things like that. So, if you're up, obviously you report your taxes and stuff like that. But I think this is one of the best scenarios. I think it was great that BTC stood under 100K going into the new year. Now, it was very bullish that we passed 100K because we needed to see that psychologically to say, okay, 2025 is going to be something special because we already hit, I think it was like 108 or 109. So we already touched the 100. So we already know going into 2025 that it's not going to be a big deal. And you got to remember when we broke 100K, we got below it, we broke it again, and we did that about like 5 or 7 times. So it's nothing to break the 100K mark. I think that's already established in BTC. And yeah, I think it's going to be. I think that this just sets it up perfectly for the 2025 run. Now, again, like I said, I titled the video "The Last Chance" because I honestly think, this is the last chance. I mean, you see in every cycle that BTC goes parabolic, in the year after the halving. It's the most bullish year, right? If we look at the chart, remember 2020 was the year of the halving, the last halving. And again, up until December, we ran up pretty well. We kind of stood stagnant, but there you go. In April, in January, we just go parabolic, right? So again, history doesn't repeat, but it tends to rhyme, is what they say. So I honestly think January is going to be, especially the fact that we didn't really see much in December, right? We had a good October, we had a good November. November was amazing, but December wasn't as parabolic. So we didn't get the Santa rally. We didn't get any of that. So I think that is just being saved for the new year. And it kind of fits into the new story. A lot of people are saying that this cycle is going to be slightly different in the sense that we have a lot of institutional investors in the space. So, the story is that they don't want to sell their position. Now, I'm not totally buying into that story. I think they still want to have a couple more of these cycles where they put BTC, crash BTC, in the 70s and the 80s. Obviously, after we get to like our all-time high this cycle, I think it's going to crash. Let's say it gets to 150. I think it's going to crash back down to the 70s or 80s. So institutions can accumulate. And because if we look at the price, again, the total market cap of the crypto market is 3.3 trillion. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean that there's 3.3 trillion in the market. To me, this is inflated, right? So we're gonna have that a correction for sure. There was some news out there too that the FTX payouts are going to be happening soon, like in January. So people are saying they're going to use that to buy into the market. And I'm not sure if it's cash payouts. Let's see. Give me just a sec. FaceTime, finish. All right, let me share. When will FTX pay out its customers from the legal battle? Also, will this be in cash or crypto? Let's see what it says. Let's see. Based on the search results, FTX plans to pay 98% of its customers who held 50,000 or less on the exchange within 60 days after the plan's effective date, which has not yet been determined. The payout is expected to be in cash, with customers receiving the cash of their cryptocurrency assets at the time of FTX collapse plus some interest. According to Reuters article published on October 8, 2024, FTX has been cleared to repay billions to customers after it. So that's really bullish, right? They're not paying back in cash. And it said the beginning receiving distributions during early 2025. So from what I heard, I think Cryptos R Us guy was talking about it. There was an article that said they're going to get paid out the first half in January, and then the next half is going to be, I think, in like May or April, right? And the fact that this is not going to be in cryptocurrency, you're going to have people throwing all that money back into the market. Because they understand that it's going to be a bullish time. And I don't know. I feel like, again, is it a coincidence that this all happens? It feels like all this positive catalyst happens at the appropriate time to pump the crypto market up. And I just think, it's the powers that be. And it's great, right? Because to me, it's a predictable market, especially the 4-year cycle, the halving event and things like that. It's embedded into the code. So, I would suggest if this is your first cycle, start to take notes. Just see how things move, right? But yeah, this is going to be very positive. I know for the Mount Gox, I think they actually distributed crypto, if I'm not mistaken, right? So that's why they thought when they were going to do the distribution, when they did do the distribution, prices actually tanked. Crypto prices tanked. But with FTX, it looks like it's going to be a cash payout. So most likely, all that cash, people are going to be like, well, I had crypto in FTX. Now they're giving me cash. I lost all that upside because I wasn't in crypto for, however long the lawsuit was. And now, I want to put that back in the market because I don't want to miss on this bull market. Remember, it only comes every 4 years, and people don't want to miss out on that. So this is very bullish, in my opinion. But yeah, it looks like BTC is upticking. 90. It looks like it's heading to 96. I think it was consolidating pretty good, especially for this month. I mean, look at this. Pretty much decent consolidation. Didn't break below that 90K mark. And I think it's just going to put us in a position to skyrocket going into 2025. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys get ready. It's going to be a great year. I think we're going to have a great crypto boom. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the new year. Take care.